Chair, thank you very much. Mr Fang, I've raised concerns about ensuring that there's no activism in the ABC. I think it is a continuing issue, and I particularly raised concerns about the withdrawal of 4 ABC staff from the Adelaide Writers Festival. It's been reported that you wrote to one person where you deny that this constituted a boycott. I would put to you that the withdrawal of Sarah Ferguson, John Lyons, Laura Tingle and Louise Milligan does constitute support of the boycott in support of Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah, who has made some incredibly disparaging and hateful comments about Israel and about Jewish people. So can I ask you to explain your position, because in the case of Mr Lyons and Ms Tingle, you say there's no evidence of this claim, that they support the boycott, but they walked out. They walked out of this at the Adelaide Writers Festival. Surely that is evidence in itself of activism such that it reflects on the reputation of the ABC.
Oh, thank you for the question, Senator, because it's good to be able to clarify these matters. I did not write back to one particular person. I provided a response to a group of letters that were very similar in nature and suggested that they had been part of a campaign, which is fine. I'm happy to respond to the audience. What those letters suggested was that there was a clear reason for those ABC staff withdrawing from the Adelaide Writers Festival. And my point to those people was that at that point there had been no comment made by some of those particular ABC staff, and it was not fair to infer any reason or any motivation for why they had withdrawn. I don't think it is fair to suggest that a no comment can be inferred as somebody's motivation. And so that was the point of the letter, which I wrote back to those people.
Well, I'm referring to one letter written to one person. I'm not going to identify this person. I don't have this person's permission, but this person is known to you. And that's not the case. You're mischaracterising your letter, because you state very clearly, you assert that John Lyons and Laura Tingle chose to withdraw from the Adelaide Writers' Week in support of Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah. You provide no evidence of this claim. At no stage, neither Mr Lyons nor Ms Tingle made any such suggestion. In his only public statement, and Mr Lyons did make a public statement, he referred to the controversy surrounding the event and said he would be withdrawing. And Ms Tingle, correctly, as you say, made no public comment. I would put to you that when you allow your reporters and your staff to be involved in these sorts of events, and then when they withdraw and join a boycott, that is conduct equivalent to activism in support of someone who has made the most hateful and horrendous comments about Jewish people, who has encouraged children to chant Intifada, who has implicitly celebrated the Hamas terrorist attack, who, in my view, based on some of the terrible comments that she has made, which is why she was cancelled initially, she has really made, I think, what amounts to some anti-Semitic comments. And yet you've got Mr Lyons, Ms Tingle, Ms Milligan and Ms Ferguson all withdrawing. So I would put to you that their action in withdrawing from the festival constituted a boycott, and all we needed to see was their action, not their words.
Well, Senator, I think that what I just outlined to you then accurately reflected the letter which has been published in the newspapers and which you've read out, so people can see that. Unfortunately, I disagree that somebody not commenting or somebody making a comment on social media where they've said they are withdrawing indicates that they have taken a position supporting the comments of Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah. I just simply do not think that that inference is accurate.
Well, Mr Fang, that doesn't stand to reason, because suddenly there was a boycott and suddenly many participants in Adelaide, in the Adelaide Writers Week, started withdrawing and they joined the boycott. So how can you say with any credibility that there's no evidence to suggest that they support Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah? They joined the boycott, Mr Fang.
Senator, they choose to withdraw from the festival, and they did not provide a reason that supported Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah.
Well, Mr Lyons did. Mr Lyons spoke about the controversy and he withdrew. And then Ms Ferguson has posted on Twitter and she's actually made some comments which very clearly make clear she was supporting Louise Adler and her cause. And Ms Milligan, and I'm happy to table these posts, Ms Milligan made even stronger comments, and I assume Ms Milligan's still working for Four Corners?
She still works for the ABC.
For the ABC, right, not for Four Corners?
She still works at times for Four Corners. Yes, she still works for Four Corners.
Right, so she said, this woman is one of the dearest friends I have. Principles of steel, heart of a lion. A woman who goes out on a limb, my dear, dear other Louise, my publisher, my friend, my fellow natterer on the phone. A true public intellectual, no one will fight in your corner like this woman. Strength to your arm. Now, Louise Adler, in stepping down, she led the boycott. So you've now got ABC journalists participating in the boycott. And what I'm particularly concerned about is that you are pretending, Mr Fang, that there was no evidence to suggest that they were supporting, ABC employees were supporting Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah.
Senator, I responded to audience complaints about a particular aspect. I didn't make any other claims or any other inferences other than they had not commented and that it was not fair to infer any motivation. Louise Milligan's comments stand for themselves on social media. She was supporting her friend Louise Adler. As you well know, there was a significant amount of controversy.
But she also joined the boycott. She was due to appear and she joined the boycott.
She chose not to continue to participate in the Writers' Week.
She joined the boycott, Mr Fang.
And she made her position.
Surely people are allowed to not participate in something. Not allowed to have friends, not allowed to participate, not allowed to...
Senator Hanson-Young, I will come to you in a moment. Senator Hanson-Young, I will come to you at the conclusion of Senator Henderson's questioning.
So, Senator, as you know, there was a high degree of contention around the Writers' Week. Many people outside of the ABC withdrew. Louise Milligan is on the record and suggesting that she was supporting her friend Louise Adler.
Allowed to have friends.
But other ABC reporters who were there for external work have not made a comment that says they're supporting the comments of Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah.
Well, they weren't withdrawing because their grandmother was sick. They were withdrawing because they were joining the boycott in support of Dr. Randa Abdel-Fattah. And while others may choose to do so, in the case of ABC staff, where there are very strong obligations of impartiality, I would put to you that they were not demonstrating impartiality in relation to their conduct. I mean, the ABC must insist on the very highest standards of conduct when it comes to ABC journalists. You can't allow your journalists to run their own political activism, because it reflects on the ABC.
To participate in something that they don't want to participate in.
It reflects on the ABC.
Senator, I agree. We need to hold ourselves, in particular our news staff, to the standards of impartiality that we're obligated to. In this particular case, those reporters have not provided, in those public statements, any motivation for why they choose to withdraw, and so it's not possible to infer just from their public statements, and that's what I was responding to for the letter writer about why they withdrew.